What if I told you that whatever you've been watching these days in the MCU or from the very beginning is actually all a lie? It's not exactly a backstabbing lie like what you may be expecting, but it's something which you've never been thinking of, and this is entirely dependent on the old Captain America we saw in Avengers Endgame. And guys, some part of it is confirmed by Marvel, and I'm going to be expanding on that confirmation and telling you why. What do you think about the MCU is a complete lie? Stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're interested in Marvel and Star Wars content, click on the subscribe button and the notifications bell, and that way you won't miss out a single upload. So what if I told you that whatever you've been watching in the MCU from the very beginning is actually the timeline in which the old Captain America exists, along with the young Captain America that we know? Now, you guys may have a question. Come on, we saw in Avengers Endgame that if you travel back in time, you're going to create a new reality, a new timeline in which your own life continues, and the other one from which you came will continue as well. So you might be asking the question, if Steve Rogers traveled back in time in Avengers Endgame and he lived a life of his own, how could he possibly say that the old Captain America and the new young Captain America that we know are in the same freaking timeline? How the hell can he say that? Don't worry, I'm here to break it down. So I'll be taking the liberty to explain this along with the confirmed news that Marvel gave us, and trust me, this is some really exciting news. It'll blow your eyes off if you haven't heard it before. Alright, so when the Steve Rogers we knew in Avengers Endgame traveled back in time to live a life of his own, do not forget the fact that when he traveled to that timeline, the Captain America, that is the Steve Rogers of that particular timeline, was still trapped under the ice. So this means that when our Steve Rogers we knew all along traveled back in time, he also had another form of him which was still trapped under the ice. So during this new timeline to which he traveled to, there have been two Captain Americas, one living a life with Peggy, which he wanted to, and the other Captain America living at the same time but trapped under the ice. So what if the MCU has been showing us this particular timeline where there have been two Captain Americas the entire time? Now yes, Marvel has confirmed this. They did say that in Peggy Carter's funeral, the old man carrying it is indeed the old Steve Rogers. Boom, this confirms everything. There are indeed two Captain Americas in the same timeline. And this, guys, is the best possible way to explain it. That is, our Captain America we knew all along traveled back in time to a timeline where the other Captain America was already trapped under the ice. I hope you're getting my point right here. So this means in the timeline we have two Captain Americas, one living happily and the other trapped under the ice. And the MCU might have been showing us this particular timeline with these two guys all along and telling us that alternate timelines can be created in Avengers Endgame and all of that. That is exactly why I told you that what do you think about the MCU may be a lie. We are indeed seeing a timeline from the very beginning, a timeline with two Captain Americas. And how can I say this? Of course, with Marvel's confirmed news. They really did say that the old Steve Rogers is indeed in the Civil War scene. And they've also never shown any pics of Peggy Carter's husband. So we could indeed create theories of our own, saying that the old Captain America was indeed here in the MCU all along. I hope you get my point. It may be complicated to some of you guys, but if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing and clicking on the bell icon. And do not forget to click on either of these videos to continue watching. I'll see you next time.